So, on Tuesday, September 17th, what starts as a seemingly simple day will quickly spiral into unexpected confrontations and emotional standoffs. At Crimson Light, Sharon finds herself tangled in a chilling scheme. Daniel is very oblivious to danger, so when he joins Sharon on the patio for a conversation, he has no idea that this is far from an ordinary chat. Sharon's every move is being orchestrated by the sinister Cameron, who has a deadly plan in mind, one that could leave Danielle in serious peril. Fortunately, just as the conversation grows more intense, Nick arrives, unknowingly interrupting a situation that could have turned tragic. Nick's sudden appearance might feel like a breath of fresh air, but the undercurrents of danger remain. As Sharon exchanges pleasantries with Nick, her rattled demeanor doesn't escape his notice. Daniel, perhaps sensing that something is off, may choose this moment to make a quiet exit, leaving Sharon and Nick alone. But Nick can tell something is wrong. Sharon's behavior is growing increasingly erratic, and despite her efforts to reassure him, Nick can't shake the feeling that things are headed in a dangerous direction. Cameron's grip on Sharon seems stronger than ever, and as much as Nick wants to believe everything will work out, he's starting to predict that if they are not careful, disaster is inevitable. Meanwhile, on a different front, Phyllis is scheming again. Her ambitions are never small, and this time she's set her sights on securing a powerful role for both herself and her son, Daniel. Phyllis has already pitched her case to Billy, but patience has never been her strong suit. Eager for answers, Phyllis will soon start applying pressure on Billy to finalize his decision. Billy's already dealing with his own personal issues, so he'll eventually agree to bring Phyllis on board as COO. But the question remains, what about Danielle? While Phyllis may be pleased with her own new role, the fate of her son hangs in the balance. Will Billy offer Danielle a position as well, or will he take a more cautious approach, waiting to see how Phyllis handles things before making any further commitments? Either way, Phyllis isn't likely to back down, and she's more than ready to flaunt her new title, particularly when it comes to rubbing it in Lily's face. Moreover, there's going to be some intense showdowns between Phyllis and Lily. But while Phyllis is busy maneuvering for power, Billy is facing his own personal crossroads. His relationship with Chelsea has reached a breaking point, and despite Chelsea's initial calm acceptance of their breakup, the reality of losing Billy may soon hit her hard. Chelsea could be tempted to reconsider her position, but Billy has made it clear he's not interested in revisiting the past. Once Billy makes up his mind, he tends to stick to it, and it seems this time will be no different. Chelsea may try to mend things between them, but Billy's resolve is firm, leaving little room for reconciliation. So while Sharon faces a growing threat from Cameron and Phyllis navigates the corporate battlefield, Billy is locking the door on his romantic past. As Sharon is pulled further into Cameron's web, Nick will continue to wrestle with his concerns about her well-being, and Phyllis will keep pushing for more power, never satisfied with what she already has. On the other hand, let's talk about Claire. Claire's life may look like sunshine and rainbows now, but trouble is brewing on the horizon, and it's coming straight from the person who often brings the storm, Victor. Claire's been on a positivity kick lately, playing the role of peacemaker and champion of love, but Victor's looming actions may soon have her questioning everything. Family reconciliation? More like family friction, and Victor's bound to be at the center of it. Victor has never been shy about pulling strings in his family's lives, and that doesn't seem to be changing anytime soon. One of the first sparks in the impending firestorm might come from his meddling in the love lives of those closest to him, particularly Victoria and Cole. Victor's made it crystal clear that he disapproves of Cole, but Cole, well, he's not exactly taking Victor's warnings to heart. What if Victor goes from verbal threats to something more drastic, plotting to break up Victoria and Cole for good? This could send Claire's world spinning. Speaking of breaking up, Kyle and Claire might be next on Victor's hit list. Kyle, who's just starting to get his life back on track, could find himself caught in a terrible dilemma if Victor decides that a romance with Claire isn't company approved. You can almost see it now. Victor might dangle an ultimatum in front of Kyle, Claire, or his career at Glissade. Picture poor Kyle standing there trying to figure out how to balance his heart and his paycheck, all while Claire watches as her grandfather's controlling ways reach new, frustrating heights. This could be the beginning of an all-out war between Claire and Victor if he discovers how far he's willing to go to manipulate Kyle's future. But let's not stop there, because the tension between Victor and Jack is simmering and Claire could end up right in the middle of it. Claire's grown to value Jack, especially as the grandfather of Harrison, and Victor's never been a fan of Jack or Chabot. What happens if Victor's feud with Jack takes a dark turn? Victor's notorious for using people as pawn in his corporate games, and Kyle might just get caught in the crossfire. If Claire finds out that Victor's latest vendetta against Jack could hurt Kyle or Jack himself, that might be enough to make her blow a gasket. She might have to confront the reality that her grandfather's relentless ambition doesn't come with any boundaries. Claire's relationship with Victor may be heading straight towards a collision. She's been the embodiment of peace, light, and optimism lately, but Victor could shatter the image with one-too-many power moves. Imagine her anger boiling over when she realizes that the man she once admired is willing to hurt those she cares about most, whether it's through sabotaging Victoria's love life, manipulating Kyle's career, or targeting Jack in his endless quest for dominance. Victor's all about control, but Claire might just reach a breaking point, throwing all her peacemaker efforts out the window. Now, could this all lead to Claire seeing Victor in a whole new light? It wouldn't be a stretch to say that the cracks in their bond could soon become gaping chasms. It might only be a matter of time before Claire is faced with an impossible choice: stand by Victor's side or walk away from the man who's turning into her biggest adversary. Will Claire be able to keep her composure, or will she finally stand up to Victor and say, enough is enough? These aren't just minor family squabbles, folks. We're talking about serious life-changing confrontations, the kind that could tear the Newman family apart at the seams. Claire's caught in the eye of the storm, and with every decision Victor makes, the pressure is building. Can she continue to juggle her role as the optimistic peacemaker, or will Victor's controlling nature push her past the point of no return? So let us know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you guys soon in the next video. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Until next time, take care.